Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. I need to do another one, don't I? I thought you guys wouldn't want your nightmares to come back, but it looks like you just want more. Let's get straight into this. Welcome back to the top 10 most OP players in FIFA history, part 2. You guys have been smashing the support on the first video, and Jesus Christ, we got over 5,000 likes, and we got 1,500 comments of just you guys telling me all the players I missed out on. So, I feel quite bad. So, to do you guys justice, I'm going to go through even more OP players that I missed out on, so that you guys can feel a nice little warm feeling in your heart, knowing that, you know, I care about you. Also, before we start, I just want to say I'm having a current race to 100,000 subscribers, so if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. It feels like we're so close to 100,000. We hit 75,000 literally yesterday, and we've already almost at 76,000 now. So if you guys are new here, please subscribe. It would mean an absolute world to me. And let's get straight into this video. So from the last video, we did a bunch of players which will not be mentioned in this video because there's no point mentioning the same player twice. So in this video, we're going to be missing out Lacazette, Dede, David Luiz, and Felipe Santana, Malapa, Eddie Johnson, Ibrahimovic, Neymar, Doumbia, Draxler, Martial, MNEK, Wellington, Mandzukic, Eswine, Aubameyang, and last but not least, Barbo. So if you're going to ask, oh my god, where's Barbo? This is part 2. There's no point doing the same players. So let's get into part 2 of the top 10 most OP players in FIFA history. Now, of course, I'm going to give some more honorable mentions, players that missed out this current top 10. We just have to give them some justice. Now, just to say, anyone in the honorable mentions could easily be in top 10, but it's impossible to put them all in ones because, you know, I need 10. So in here, we've got FIFA 14 Muriel, FIFA 14 Eto'o, FIFA 15 Zarate, FIFA 17 Smalling, FIFA 13 Di Natale, and FIFA 16 Dybala. Yes, I've even put a FIFA 16 one. You should feel blessed. All these players in their own right has been incredible and just stupidly overpowered, and everyone used to use them. I just can't put them into top 10. This is going to be a lot of fun. So, at number 10, we have got FIFA 13 Mikoli. Now, the reason why I chose Mikoli above Di Natale is the fact that it was a bit lower rated, and he just seems to have more power, more relationships with you guys. There were so many comments saying, oh my god, Mikoli's never in these videos. Well, he's in there now, mate, so please just don't have a go. 85 pace and 85 shooting with 86 dribbling. Even though his heading was poor, that doesn't matter. His finesse shots, man. His finesse shots were so good. I could choose his FIFA 12 or his FIFA 13 card, but A2 rated. He was incredible in all aspects when it comes to just going through players that are not even there and just turning back and forth, and it's just so easy for him. His shot was incredible. Most of his players' shots were incredible, and I just remember him, just you look at him thinking that, well, he doesn't have like 95 pace, so it can't be that good. But he always scores a goal against you. He just always does. That's one thing I do remember about FIFA 13. That if they did have Mikoli, then you know that you consider one goal. It's just how it always used to work. So just for his shooting, he deserves to be in here. So number 10, Mikoli. Number 9, by far the most used goalkeeper I have ever seen on any FIFA. FIFA 17. Yeah, you filled a gap. Who do you think it is? It's fucking Butland. Butland! You could have a team with... you could have a full Legends team. You could have a guy with a full Legends team, and even with a full Legends team and millions of coins in his bank, he'll still have Butland in his squad. And I really did wish I was joking when I say that. I'm not even joking. Players that had God squads, FUT Champions gods that had God squads with Ronaldo and every single player that they could have in the game with millions and millions of coins that they made through FUT Champions, still had Butland in their team. It doesn't make any sense. 81 diving, 85 reflexes, 79 in position, 83 handling. It's not like all 90 stats, but he felt like 90 fucking stats everywhere. Everywhere. It makes no sense. And the reason why he isn't high up in the countdown, because he was literally used in every single team out there in FUT Champions, is because he's still a goalkeeper, and goalkeepers in FIFAs are just always shocking. So there is games that, you know, he's terrible. There's even some times that I've had with goalkeepers, or even players in a game that against me, they're insane, but when I actually use them and buy them for my own squad, they're just shocking. I feel like Butland can fall victim to that with certain players, so that is why he's not high up in the countdown, even though he was still used in pretty much every single team in the game, and just by that alone is just ridiculous. So Jack Butland, FIFA 17, he has to be in this countdown. let's get into the next one. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm almost already ranting about these players, man. Now, this next player, I did feel really harsh by the fact I left him out in the last countdown. And that's because I used him so much back in FIFA 12 that I feel really bad by not putting him in. But here he is now, at number 8, is FIFA 12, Gabriel Agbonlahor. 93 pace. That's all I need to say. That's actually all I need to say. He was seen in pretty much every single squad in the first few months of the game. Every single BPO squad. If you had Aguero and Agbonlahor, or Torres, or Drogba and Agbonlahor, or Rooney, it doesn't matter. There was always Agbonlahor in there. If your opponent didn't have a Serie A team or a Brazilian skill squad, then they had a BPO squad with Agbonlahor. It was just a fact. He was always in there. And even though his finishing is 79, which that alone is just fucking stupid. Even though his dribbling alone is 73 dribbling, that doesn't make any sense. FIFA 12 is such a weird game that does anything went in. Finesse shots, long shots, shot power. He has 77 shot power. That's bullshit. One other thing he has, 80 strength. So he wasn't even bad in the air either. He was just seen in pretty much every team. And I remember using him so much back in the day. And he was also 75 rated, so he just felt like it was about 80, 88, 85 rated. I feel like the Agbonlahors and S-Wines pretty much is the definition of OP. OP players, 75 rated overall, that just shouldn't be as good as what they are. And that is why he's in here. So FIFA 12 Agbonlahor, you give me many nightmares, but you gave me many good times. So, Agbonlahor, you're in number 8. So, number 7, we're going to go through to the next FIFA, FIFA 13. Now, we had many ridiculous players in FIFA 13, but this one is just batshit insane, and that's because it's a silver card. He's from the Premier League, he's from Southampton, it's no one else but goddamn Emmanuel Mayuka. 72 overall with 90 pace, high low work rates, and his stats just makes no sense. 67 shooting. Fam, look at this. Look at the clips I'm showing right now in the background. Look at this. Look at his dribbling. Look at his pace, and look at his shot. Look at his finesse shot. Look at his shot power. Look at the shot power behind his shots. And apparently he has 68 shot power. This is when stats didn't even mean anything back in these days. That you can have a player with 60 dribbling but still feel like Messi. This was just how ridiculous this game used to be. And he was seen in so many BPR squads. This was back when FIFA cards were still insanely overpowered. And he just epitomizes everything. If you ever use Mayuka, or even being able to even afford him, because he was like 150k back then. He was like 150k because he was that good. And because he was a silver rare, he was, well, he was rare. We've heard of one season wonders, but this guy is most definitely a one game wonder. He's never been the same ever since, but even with that said, his agility, his balance, his speed, and somehow his shot just epitomizes overpowered, because his stats make no sense to how good his card is, and that is why he's high up in the countdown. So, Mayuka, number 7. We're going backwards now. We're going back to FIFA 12 days. We're going back to the glory days of FIFA 12 and skilling and long shot and compilations and insane goals and everything that made FIFA fun back in those days. This guy almost epitomized it all, and it's FIFA 12 Alexandre Pato. Holy shit. Now, he did have 85 overall, so he's not like insanely overpowered, but for how he felt back then, haha, mate, dribbling, long shots, 5-star skill moves. I think he had 4-star weak foot. He felt insane on both feet, in honesty. Finesse shots and acceleration and everything. Even had decent strength. Even was always in the air. High medium work rates, 5'10", but 80 heading. He had pretty much everything, and he was seen in pretty much 70% of teams back then. If it was in a Serie A team, a Brazilian team, or even if they just had money, then they had Pato. Him and Ibra, him and Nilmore, him and there's so many combinations you could think of. Pato was always there. He just had everything that you can imagine for the most perfect player back in FIFA 12 when it comes to long shots and just everything that you can think about the card. I'm going to be showing some clips in background just to show you guys and just to give you guys some memories back if you guys forgot about it. He is what made FIFA fun back then. He was everything that made FIFA fun. Pato just made the game so fun, and he deserves being in this countdown. I feel bad. I feel guilty on this guy as well that I missed him out. So, number 7, Pato. PATO. So at the halfway stage now, and this is a player that not many people said, but as soon as I got reminded of him, I then realised, how did I forget about him? He was one of my favourite players in FIFA 14. Everything that you need in a striker. And this is going to be Mario Balotelli. Mario Balotelli. And now I hope that you guys just get reminders of how good this guy was back then. His AC Milan card or his Liverpool card, both of them is insane, and both of them can be used in so many squads. I think that FIFA 14 was just such a batshit insane year that there were so many insane squads that you could make. If it was BPL or Bundesliga or Liga with Ibra and Barbos and Serie A, like there's so many batshit insane teams that you could have made back in those days. It was actually so fun. And Balotelli, he had everything when it comes to jumping, when it came to pace, when it came to shooting, shot power, long shots. His dribbling was also solid as well. 6'2", so his tall in the air. It was almost like a slower Aubameyang, but much more stronger. That's kind of how I felt about him. Back in those days, almost everyone had an insane long shot. He was insane. Even in FIFA 12 and FIFA 13, he was just insane. So, Balotelli, number 5. So, number 4, we have got a player that is just, he's everywhere. Everywhere. He is everywhere. In any team, and if he's in a team, he's everywhere in the pitch. You already know who it is. It's FIFA 17, N'Golo Kante. What is with this guy? Seriously, he's in every single team. If the player didn't have like 20 odd million coins, then he would have Kante in there. I would guarantee it. And even better, he had informs and man of the matches and hero cards and goddamn player of the month cards and even a team in the season. He was stupid. Everywhere on the pitch, he's there. Even with his jumping, he's like, what, 5 foot? He's like 5'7", 5'8". He's still insane in the air. He still somehow wins headers. I don't understand it either. Defensive, his interceptions is second to none. 91 interceptions on his normal 81 rated card. On his normal card, 81 interceptions, and you could tell that by a mile away. Very good pace. So he can just start counterattacks just like it's nothing. Very decent passing for a card. He felt so much more better. Medium high work rate, so he was always at back, always defending your team. I remember I packed his team in the season card last year. By far the best player in the game. Best player in the game. Of course, that's his team season card. But still, the best player in the game. Oh my god. He was seen in almost every single team. Links with Legends, Vieiras, Oldham. He links everywhere. And he just is. He is what he is. He's Kante. He's there more than most people's dads. That's how good Kante is. And that's why he was in every single team pretty much. And deservedly so. So, number 4 is Kante. So now getting into the top 3, and number 3 is going to be a player that a lot of people also said that I missed out on in the last countdown. I saw a few clips of him thinking, well, I don't think he was that good to what people think he is. I think he's, overrated. But then I saw some videos of him, and then I realised, how? How is this possible? It is going to be FIFA 12 Silver El Shaarawy. El Shaarawy. However you want to say his name, doesn't matter. He still fucked you. He still fucked you. If you said it right or incorrectly, it doesn't matter. 5-star skill moves. 5-star weak foot. For a player that allegedly only has 79 dribbling and 70 shot. This guy broke the boundaries of FIFA. This guy made, other than PATO, made FIFA almost what it is. When people think of FIFA 12, they think of El Shaarawy, the silver card, the insane AC Milan card. I don't understand. His long shots is apparently 71. If you've used his card, then you know how bullshit that is. This guy is so high in the countdown just because of what his rating and what his stats are and how he actually plays. That's why he's here, because it literally makes no sense. 66 finishing. Okay then. Apparently his dribbling was only 79. I doubt that. I really do doubt that, considering you can see some of these clips in backgrounds. That makes no fucking sense. Of course, a 5-star combo is just incredible, especially for a silver card back then. That was pretty much like as rare as me making elite on foot champs. That's how rare it was. And he is forever known as a FIFA legend. FIFA legend in the history books of everything. When it comes to skills, when it comes to everything, he is what most skillers just wank about, and I don't blame them. Look at that sexy haircut. So, number 3 it is going to be FIFA 12 El Shaarawy. Now, number 2. Now, I may get shouted at first because I'm kind of going against my own logic, but the reason why I'm putting this guy at number 2 is because he felt like a 99. He was by far one of the most insane and most overused players in recent years, and I don't even know how to even explain this guy when it comes to how good he is and just how much he saved my ass, for my personal experience and many other people's ass in FIFA. And it's gonna be Player of the Month, 89 Son. Now, you may be thinking, oh well, he's 89 rated, so of course he'd be sick. Now, of course, that's my own logic. I was thinking, well, I can't put him in there because he's too high rated. But even with 89 rating stats, he was still the best player in the game. By far. 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. He had all the pace in it. He had the finesse shot, man. The finesse shot from any angle. He just goes in. He just flies in. Shot power, insane. Dribbling, insane. He wins all the headers as well. He had everything. Everything. And I do feel kind of bad to put him at number 2. But I don't think you understand how good he was. I mean, he wasn't even worth that much. The SBC to get him was only like 250k, 200k, and because of how easy it was to make coins back then also, that 200k would be made back in 1, even 2 FUT Champions weekends, because he would win you about 10 games, 5 games, hit back by himself. His goals will win you about 10, 15 games. I'm not even taking a piss. And yet again, because of how good he was seen in almost every single team as well. If they didn't have, you know, like 15 million coins, then they may only have him on a bench. But if they didn't, then they had Son. Simple as that. So because of how easy it was to make coins, he was pretty much seen as OP because he wasn't that hard to get him, because he was made available at the end of the game. So was he worth it? Of course he was, and that's why he's in his countdown. Even though he was 89 rated, he broke the boundaries of the game, and he's breaking the boundaries of this countdown. Okay, so it's a time we've all been waiting for. Number 1 of the top 10 most OP players in FIFA history, part 2, is FIFA 14 Benteke. Benteke. Beast. That's all I need to say. Beast. A lot of you guys come to this guy, and I don't blame you. Even though his pace wasn't insane, his heading 6'4", he won every header, and he had 88 shot power, 90 finishing. I don't know how that makes sense, even though he had 77 shooting in his card. Apparently that's because of his positioning and volleys. But no, 90 finishing. Don't let that just don't let it fool you. 93 strength, 99 stamina, 84 jumping, 87 aggression. He was the definition of beast back then. I once read a quote about FIFA 14 Benteke that just it just was so much true. And it was, Benteke was once shot in the head as a child, but he headed a bullet into the net in the 90th minute and shushed a dude shooting him. Now that's truth. And you know what worst part is? He was then given an upgrade by EA, even though he didn't do anything that season. I remember literally smashing my controller because of this guy. I've smashed about 2 controllers because of Benteke. One was full on smash, one was just broken with a dodgy ass like RT button. Even still, Benteke physically made me smash controllers, and that's why he's here. He was in every single BPR squad. It was either him and Eto or him and I don't even know anyone else, but Benteke was there. He wasn't even that pacey, but he felt pace. He didn't even need that much pace. He was sweaty in the air, he was sweaty everywhere else, and that is why he is top of the top 10 most OP players in FIFA history, part 2. He had almost everything, but a little bit more pace, and that is why a Barbo, I'll say, is better than him, but for FIFA 14, he's deservingly on top of this countdown. But there you go, lads, that is the top 10 most OP players in FIFA history, part 2. Yet again, thank you guys for supporting the channel. If you're new here, please make sure to subscribe and help me on my race to 100,000 subscribers. It'll mean the absolute world to me. And by the way, there's also a giveaway as well, free £50 Amazon gift card giveaway as well, which will be a link on top of the description as well, so if you guys want to take part, feel free. But let me know if there's any other players. Give me your top 10 of all history, even with the Barbos, even with S1s. I want to hear your top 10 again, just to see if you've changed your mind since this countdown. So let me know your thoughts, and hope you guys did enjoy. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Vizeh. I'll see you next time.